Welcome back in Tec Dev Studio. And in our latest video, I literally get lots of calls, so I didn't get time to complete the video. So this is the continued version. Okay, so far in our last video, we create the money management system, basically only the UI part. So let's now work on it more. So first I'll choose now the border and make the anchor point to middle to make sure that everything is on align. Now let's click on play, and now if I go near of that box collision, you can see we can see our UIs and etc. And if I come out from that collision, it's working like so. Okay, now let's open our the game instance and the save game because we have to do some code. And so far we did here it says add money save system. So if it's data and it's creating and it will save, and then what will happen that it will save game by slot, and then we can keep the same data at here, or we can save it actually. Now about this save one, this is kind of like uh, what I can say, like it's going to be saved, okay, but it's not the asynchronous version. Okay, if you are thinking or something to check like in game, at that point it's this code is not good at all. For that you have to use the asynchronous one, suppose like this one. Okay, so let me just give you a refresh. It's pretty the same one, but this is the asynchronous version. uh, and also some of platform this system doesn't support. Okay, so you have to keep it in mind, okay, that is synchronized time saving system. So the best is if you use the save game by slot, which is typically supported by all of platform. So now let's give it the data, and now this is the value that we want to save. So we can put the because this is the added, okay, so whatever value will come from this one will add with our existing value and we will modify it. Okay, so whatever we'll do at here, that simply that new money, and then we call it as an integer. Okay, now first we need to also, if it's already if it doesn't exist, so it will be basically can create it and it can basically assign it. Okay, we don't have any issue. But if it's already exists there, so we have to load a game by slot name. So we'll be do the same thing with the data, and we'll call the pretty similar same one. Even from here we'll call that money also, but at here we'll also set it as well. So money set, and we want to set it something like whatever money we have, with that we want to plus whatever the new money it is, then we'll save it at here. So connect it something like this. Now simply just save the game like this, save game by slot, and we'll assign it in the same position or the same object class and compile and save it. Okay, pretty much we have the algorithm that if it doesn't have anything, it will assign that or whatever. Okay, it will save with that existing value. Okay, now at here on the bind, because we set up a add money event, so now we can literally call our save game at here and we can basically connect it here. Okay, so it's going to be work with the bind event, so we can just commit it. Okay, now compile and save, because it's in a game instance, so now we can do it from here. Okay, also now we need that the increasing version. This is for the plus, so now also we need the same thing, okay, but in another version of the increase. Okay, or let's give it that the increased. So now it will be whatever value we will have, it will basically if it's now at for this time we can't literally save a new one, we have to do with the existing one. If it's save exist, at that point whatever money we'll have from that value, it will basically this thing also will be give a clamp range. Okay, so clamp integer which is minimum and maximum, let's give to this number of value which is 9999999. Okay, and compile. So it can't be do rather than the 0. Okay, so we keep and we make sure it. Okay, now we'll add another dispense event dispatcher, which is basically the increase money. And then we'll do the same thing like bind event. Then we'll call to. Then at here we'll do the same thing, input. We'll give the new money or money amount that we want to increase. Okay. I'm not sure. Let's give a refresh. Okay, yeah, it's working. So at here we'll simply connect with this. Okay, compile save. Now whenever it will basically execute, we can call it and we can basically get the increase version. Also, we might be need the current game. I don't want to continuous check. I want something like whenever I call it, it will give me the current amount of money that we have. So for that, we'll do the same thing, but at here, we'll basically just check it. So check money. Now, if it does exist, so it will be load. And now from here, I don't want to save anything. I just want to get it as a variable. So money, and we'll just get it here. Okay, now, and the check money, I don't need anything. Okay, so compile and save it. But it will be better if we make it as a macro function, because at here, what I can say, like it's kind of like uh, even it's also even dispatch, like you can give it something like check. So whenever we'll call it with a bind event, and let's give it that name with money check. So custom event call free, which is basically check the current money. Okay, and whatever value we'll have, it will basically assign in our money. So after that, we can literally can check it. Okay, so now I need actually like a macro function, to be honest, to get it the result output. Okay, because the event dispatcher is kind of like it doesn't have output type thing, so we can need to use the macros so to get an output result as well. So for now I'm just skipping this part. Okay, and I'm making a comment separately so I can understand those are separate logics, those are not basically attach it with one to one. Compile and save. Now in our UI shop we can go to event graph, and now we can search here that event construct, which is the begin play for the UI. Now we can call our GINS, and for here we can call our call one, which is basically check the current money first, whatever money we have. So we'll get that money. After that, whatever money we'll have, it should be shown in the UI. So now from the tax will be set tax, and then I will make it as a choose frame, and then I will also make it as a append, so I can add multiple things. So I will make it something like so, and I will make a flow actually to control this whole system one by one. So from here, it will basically call the money. It will check how much money does I have, and it will also give indicator of USD. Okay, so that much of number of money we have. And after that, whenever we suppose buy the first one, which is this one, so then whatever it will be do from the GINS, because we already know the how much money it is, so we'll check the if it we have the enough money or not. If we have the enough money in our inventory or our store, so we can continue the process. So we'll for do to do that, we'll search like money, and from the money we'll be check if it's uh equals than this one, which is this actually condition, or you can actually check the condition of if it's our money is greater than this one. So which is means, suppose in the button case I want to check if our money have more than 50 USD, then it's been that we have enough money, so now we can increase it. So let's take again the GNS, and from here let's search that the increase money, and then we'll be say that we want to increase money 50. Okay, and after that 50 increase, whatever we want to remove this UI. Okay, so at here you can see this thing, which is the shop BP actually. Okay, now I also want to just remove this UI from here. Okay, so to do that, I must need the shop PP reference in my UI actually. So we can literally do with the direct bypass system, which is shop ref, something like this, shop ref. And from here, you can search that shop BP object ref, add it, exposed, compile, saved. You can go back to here, and you can see if you give a refresh, it will have this thing. Let's set it as a self reference. So now our this shop contain the data. Okay, so we can come back at here. We can create a custom event that reset UI, and we can directly connect with this actually. Compile and save it. Come back at here. From here we'll basically once it's done, now our UI know that which one we can call. So we can now from our shop we can directly call it that removed reset UI. Sorry, it's actually reset UI. So it is going to be reset the UI whenever we done the purchasing. Okay, so now if I do that, after that I want to generate a a box of fuel in my near, so I can literally pick it and I can take it away with me. So now I will add a arrow to indicate the location, like where I want to spawn the thing. Okay, so for example, let's give it at here. Okay, now whenever it's done, I want a custom event. So custom event get tank give tank. Okay, so now we will basically spawn actor from class, and at here we'll get the arrow transform, and we'll be say that always spawn. Now after that spawn, we'll set it to our fuel BP, and we'll basically cast fuel BP, because there's a reason. Now we have to set a value that how much fuel that individual fuel BP contains. So fuel, let's give it name that fuel LV, which is represent like a level. So suppose now we can go inside of it, and then from here we can search that fuel that we want to give at here, the number of amount, and we can directly bypass it, the fuel level, how much level and we want to give. We can also make sure percentage, so which is basically allow you to understand. To be honest, it will allow us to understand the concept, like what's going on. Okay. Oh, sorry. Like this. Compile and save it. Now we have basically the fuel level, that how much we want to set inside of every individual one. So now I can go to add here. I can press view, and now at here from the shop I can say that give tank. Okay, and from here I can now say that how much percent I want to give. Suppose I want to give that 50%. So now there will be a fuel will be spawned with 50% fuel. To show it how it's working, okay, I will simply do is inside of here do a print string to show you all like what is the values coming right now. Okay, compile and save. So also for for now we need a hacky version to add some money in our inventory. So I'll from the genus I will add save money, and I will use, for example, K keyboard to get some money. Let's add 150 bucks, okay, in our account. Okay, now save it. Now click on play. So moreover, we have the everything. So now I can go at here, and as you can see, my mouse cursor is not coming. To show it, you can press on graph. So whenever it's created the UI on the event construct, you can get a player controller, and you can say that show mouse cursor and activate it. And also we can do one more thing, and in the shop on end overlap we can say to him that just disable our mouse cursor. Okay, also we have to make it sure whenever it's basically disabling this one on the UI reset, so it's doing that, so hopefully it should be work. Now let me just go inside of here. You can see our thing come. As you can see, we have 0 actually USD. So now let me press K. So now I should have the money. Okay, so now if I go at here, you can see I have 150 USD right now in my account. Now I can press this one, the buy button, and as you can see the UI has been gone, and I spawn a BP. Okay, so let's try to pick it. Okay, but eventually you can see that it doesn't, maybe you didn't see the amount of fuel it gives. So I will add a delay at here. Okay, suppose a 2 seconds delay to show you the number of fuel. Okay, and make sure it's basically doing that. Click on play, and this time we'll have the money. So see the 50%. Okay, now to show you more, like it's actually that what I'm setting from here, we can go to our UI that we are telling that how much fuel we want to put. We can put 30, and I have still some money, I guess. So I can go at here, buy, and it's showing 50. Let's see what is the issue and why it's saying that it's have 50% fuel, that eventually it's don't have that. Money. Increase it, give a tank. Oh, sorry. So I literally did increase the money, but I didn't hit this one. Okay, this is actually the for the fuel tank. So I need some money right now. So let me just add some money. So I did some money in my account. Now let's go ahead here. Let's purchase this one. And voila, 30%. So as you can see, now I have a 30% of tank. So I can now pick it. Now I can go anywhere that I want. And then as we make that F keyboard to drop the tank. Okay. So now to be honest, to get it more accurately, okay, if you want to make it super accurate thing, what we can really do is we can make a line trace system to navigate the hit location, and after that hit location we can basically achieve it. So far I guess this is enough for today's part. Next, but I'll try to show you something more. So thanks so much for watching. See you next video. Bye bye.